and welcome to my studio where I work full-time as an illustrator. And today is my monthly reset day where I review my art income and expenses from last month and get organized with a plan to improve or maintain my business for the next month to make sure that this little art business of mine is financially stable for the future. And that's especially important now because I just recently bought my first home with my partner exclusively from income earned from illustration and content about being an artist, which feels like such a huge milestone and a financial achievement that wasn't even on my radar when I started this art journey 6 years ago. So now when I welcome you to my studio, I can welcome you for the first time ever to a space that I own. And it still needs a bit of decorating, but already it's such a nice space to be creative in, and I can't wait to illustrate my picture books here. But first, finances. Let's see if my earnings are trending up or down. If you want to use this spreadsheet that I'm using today for yourself, the template is available on my Patreon link down below. So my illustration income is broken down into 3 main sources: professional illustration work, memberships, and my online shop. From my professional illustration work, I earned $1,735 in June, which is less than average because I didn't actually have any invoices land last month, but I did earn some royalties. From memberships, I earned $2,601, which is from Patreon, and that's slightly down on the recent average, but it is more than last month, so that's a small positive. And this is traditionally a fairly quiet time of year for me in my business anyway. And from my online shop, I earned $787, which is another lower than average month, so lots of red on the chart in June. But one low month doesn't define a business and is not a reason to panic. There are lots of reasons why sales could be lower right now, so let's talk a bit about them in case you have a small business in a similar position. In June, I earned a total of 5,123 Australian dollars from my art income, which is the lowest month I've had so far this year. So why is that? Well, firstly, it's important to look at the bigger picture and see that it's really not much lower than my average. It looks smaller relative to last month, but that was the big outlier, not June. And that perspective is important. Secondly, this time of year is often a bit quiet. And if I look back through my data over the years, I can see that June has never been one of my best performing months. So the seasonality is important to keep in mind as well. On top of that, there's a lot of economic stress for a lot of people right now. So if you're going to cut back a bit on spending, art resources might be one of the first places that you look. And lastly, a lot of my art income is built on picture book work, which is invoice based. So some months just have more invoices land than others. The individual months matter a lot less than the average of several months put together. So if I look at my professional work income for the first half of this year, it's actually more than the same months last year. It's really important if you're growing an art business to zoom out and look at the data in different ways to get the full story, because then you can make a more educated plan to improve your business. So let's see how much I earned from content-related income in June, which I like to keep separate from art income, and that's broken down into 3 main sources: YouTube AdSense, sponsorships, and online classes. In June, I earned $449 from YouTube AdSense, which is higher than average for me because my videos got more views last month, so that brought the income up. From sponsorships, I earned $2,674, which is definitely higher than recent averages for me. I wasn't doing too many sponsorships for a lot of the past year, but I've had some really nice partnerships with art-related brands lately, and they align really well with me, so this is a really useful income stream to balance out months that are lower on art income like this one. And from online classes, I earned $727 in June, which is also a little bit up on the recent average. So lots of green numbers in the content revenue for June, with a total of $3,850 across all 3 categories. This is why I like to monetize my content as well as using it for community, for marketing, and as a portfolio. It's also a really great way to diversify my income and keep things fairly stable. On that note though, like I said in the last reset video, I like to keep the art income separate from the content income because I don't want you to feel like sponsorships are the only way to earn a healthy income online as an artist, because they're not. But I do think that if you're using content to market yourself generally as an artist anyway, then sponsorships really can help boost your overall income on slower art months, especially if your work is invoice-based like mine predominantly is. Now, to see my total profit for the month, I need to track a few expenses that are required to run my art business. In June, I spent $145 on accounting, which is what I spend every month. On subscriptions, I spent $93, which is for things like Adobe, Linktree, and Squarespace Commerce. And I spent $89 on some paint and art supplies in June. So overall, quite a low spend month with a total of $327 in expenses. And that brings my profit for the month of June to $8,646 Australian dollars. So although my art income was the lowest in June that it has been all year, it wasn't my lowest profit month overall because I had my biggest month of content earnings. So it ended up being my second highest month of the year for overall profit. As always, that's before I pay tax, and some of that gets paid to my partner Dan, who edits my videos. He also made this spreadsheet for me and made it into a template that I can share with you guys so that you can use it for your own art business, and I've popped that onto my lovely Patreon community if you'd like to have it for yourself. So it's mid-year, I've just bought a house. What are my plans for maintaining and growing my income? Generally, over the next 6 months, I want to prioritize growing my most stable, recurring income streams as my foundation, while slowly working on the smaller income streams on the side that take longer to grow. So my Patreon community will be my main focus, followed by growing traffic to my Etsy shop with good content about being an artist, and I can then also monetize that content so that I can achieve 2 things at once. Then on the side, I want to start licensing my art, which will take a bit of time to see any results from. And also, I've been slowly growing a second, more passive art channel that won't be monetized until next year sometime if things go well. And I'm fully booked out for picture book illustrating this year, which is amazing, so I don't need to do anything more for professional work income. To make sense of all that, I'm going to refresh my task list for July. And I've been doing that on Artoba, which is a planning platform made by an artist for small art businesses that I'll leave the link for below if you want to get a 7-day free trial to test it out yourself. I've just duplicated last month's tasks to a new board, which I've come across unticked already, and I can just remove the ones that I don't need for July and add any new ones. So I already did the draft sketches of my current picture book, but now I need to do the full color illustrations, so that will realistically take most of my time and energy this month. My Patreon benefits just reset each month, and I'll be making a new version of all of these benefits so I can leave those as they are. I did complete the Patreon improvements last month that I wanted to do, so I can remove those now. I bundled together some of my most valuable resources into easy to access vaults for each tier. So as soon as you join, or if you're already a member, you have immediate access to lots of downloadable treats, tutorials, or assets straight away without needing to go looking through previous posts. Now, I only did a little bit of marketing for my coloring books last month, so I'm going to let this task reset this month. And I actually have been really liking having a specific task to remind me what to share with people. So I'm going to update this task to remind me to each month specifically market each of my major offerings. So the coloring books, my digital art brushes, my art community on Patreon, and my YouTube channel. Otherwise, sometimes I forget or get carried away with other things, so this will be a helpful reminder. I'm going to leave the social media marketing tasks there to reset. And then for YouTube, we are currently doing the monthly reset video. Then I have a fun sponsored video to do and an arty video as well. So I don't think I'll have time to do a walkthrough of Artoba this month, but we'll see how we go. But they did just do a big update that I was waiting for, which includes a new content planning system broken down into different platforms, which is so handy because I have a million Google Docs and spreadsheets with various idea lists that I've made over the years. And now I can just do it all here alongside my other plans. You can use it to actually track the progress of content you're making in detail, but I think I'm most likely going to use it as a collection of ideas to pull from as I need to. I like Artoba because it's made by an artist for creative businesses, and the creator is kindly giving everyone watching 10% off if you join using the link in my description below. And you can try it out with a 7-day free trial first to see what you think. Let us know what you're working on this month in the comments. I'm going to go and get started on my tasks for July, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!